I run a sourdough microbakery out of my house, and I just had my biggest seasonal sale to date. For reference, normally any of my holiday or events, I tend to get between 4 and 8 orders. And for Valentine's Day this year, I had 33 orders. So that is an absolutely massive increase in the amount of orders I've gotten in the past. I will say that one order was 17 individual things by itself, and that was for a doctor's office. But that order contained 17 of my medium-sized boxes, so I count them as 17 orders. I just wanted to go over the cost profit analysis just to show you guys what is possible as a micro bakery running out of your home under cottage laws. Like I said, I was doing Valentine's Day orders, but I was also doing sponsor a nurse boxes in tandem with that. My orders, I had $1,234 in orders and ended up getting about $13 in tips when people would show up to pick up their orders and they just left extra cash in the cash box. My sponsor a nurse boxes, I wound up getting 16, and that was $182. And I cut my profit down way lower on those than my normal boxes just because that was my way of giving back to the nurses myself, was lowering the cost of the box so I could get more boxes out the door. So I grossed $1,429 in orders for Valentine's Day before expenses. I didn't break it down into individual orders like groceries and packaging, but overall I spent $383.39, and that was from Walmart, Kroger, Sam's Club, Target, and Amazon. So that left me with $1,045.61. The majority of my orders were either given to me in cash or check, and so I did receive some payment through Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. And so I deposited that directly into my bank account, but I went and got it out this morning with the exception of $40, which I'm leaving in my bank account to buy another set of bread pans so I can bake more bread at one time in my oven. So that will leave me $1,005.61, and I'm not going to bother with the 61 cents. We're just going to let that stay in the checking account. So here's what I'm going to do with the $1,005 as a stay-at-home mom this is pretty much her main source of income aside from social media. I also want to I had $126 left over, I think, from the last vendor event I did. It was in my fanny pack and I didn't realize it was there. So I'm also going to be factoring that in. So that leaves me with $1,131. So now I'm going to talk about where I'm divvying all that out to. The first place I'm going to put $600 is in my kids' birthday funds. Bo's birthday is in March and Charlie's is in April. And what we do is we set aside $300 for each kid, and that covers food, presents, and party decorations or anything extra. Normally, we would do this at the end of every paycheck and take the extra money out of my husband's check and put it into different envelopes throughout the year. But technically, his paycheck doesn't even cover all of our bills anymore because he took that pay cut, if y'all remember me making videos about that a few months ago. So anytime we get extra money, we put it into our savings envelopes, whether that be for birthdays, Christmas, whatever it may be. So they just share an envelope. So I'm just going to put $300 into each. And the reason I'm deciding to do this first is because, like I said, their birthdays are in March and April, and Christmas is a ways off. So while I'm going to put some into the Christmas fund, I'm not going to worry about that as much because it's not an immediate need. So after funding my kids' birthday funds, that leaves me with $526. Another envelope we have is revolving birthdays, and this just covers everybody else throughout the year, like our parents, grandparents, and siblings. And I'm just going to put $20 in here. So that'll leave us with $506. I'm going to put $200 into our Christmas envelope, which will be the first thing we've actually put in our Christmas envelope this year. Kind of behind, but life. So that leaves us with $306. I'm going to put $100 into Charlie's college fund, and that'll leave us with $206. I'm going to put $100 into Bo's college fund, and that leaves us with $106. I'm actually going to put that into my Ray Lana's Once Upon a Child kids clothing fund. The reason being, that's also coming up at the beginning of March, and Bo is quickly growing out of his clothes, as is Charlie, so I'm going to put the rest of this into there. So that's where all my money's going for my Valentine's Day sale. I plan on doing a pop-up in March and maybe a couple of vendor events. And then before we know it, farmers market season will be here. If you are somebody that is local to me and ordered from me for Valentine's Day, I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is what you're helping me do. You're helping me send my kids to college. You're helping me cover their birthdays and Christmas. You're helping me buy them new clothes. I'm not spending a lot of this on me. I'm not spending it on frivolous things. And normally this would go towards the house payment, but this was a more immediate need. And I love y'all so much. And thank you for supporting my business. And if you like these kind of videos, let me know. And I'll do more as the season ramps up here when it starts warming up. I'm getting very excited for it. And I cannot wait to do this again. Thanks for watching.